Okay. Yeah, we're good, Calvin.
It'd be funny if Shorty sued you for using her music.
She coming, Calvin. We live.
Yo.
Okay, we live now. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, we're looking good.
Live and in living color.
We're looking good.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We let a little bit of that play, then we'll get started. So you left my house trying to take my soul with you. You've been out of pocket for a while now, cash. You taking advantage of the situation facts. Say it to my face, say you ain't your cat. Picture this, you about a 10. I take it on the chin. I vow to hold you down. I never mess around. I'm grabbing every day. Hitting stage after stage, you keep your head down. You get released on good behavior. Welcome you home properly. You take the place of my man. Meanwhile, I'm going up, putting capital in my brand. I give you access to business that put that cash in your hand. You living big now. You see what I did for us. Receiving calls from promoters that I ain't contact. Talking about broken promises without a contract. They mention your name on the phone, I didn't see it. But it's all good, it's 2020 now. Cause I see the selflessness made you selfish. The last time is right now, run and tell this. My selflessness made you selfish. The last time is right now. Giving up, had enough. Oh, you know, no, there's no doubt about it. It's over with time. I'm so over you, so long. So you left my house trying to take my soul with you. You've been out of pocket for a while now, cash. You taking advantage of the situation facts. Say it to my face, say you ain't your cat.
As we roll out, lean that seat back, turn me up. And back to the Mexican debate. Listen, the hustle's been real. It's two sides to every story. How do you sell yours? Easy. We told you from the get-go. We come from a different cloth. Told you we got that custom made couture flow. So if you knew like Tasia knew, then you crown the king. As you see every page written, now listen. I reckon I'm a burst for ya. I can sense the amateur, your nerves are shot. She not like me, never will be. I'm always the real me, no Ashanti. I mean, but really have you seen a fellow woman like this? Tell me, have you spoken out of truth and not bliss? Or with intelligence that clearly outshines her wrist? She open for sex, you shut it down because my kiss is on your list. And tell me, have you taken it slow? Yo, I'm feeling you, but you be playing, I don't know. I got it on cerebral with ego to match your body goals. I am your equal, you say you need me, I got you though. I don't compete, so you better not sleep. Or you might speak the words that it may be. And trust ain't nothing like without peak. You can give me what I want, but can you give me what I need? Say you feeling me? I gotta keep it real, baby. Hey y'all, thank you so much for joining a Little Messy Podcast. Happy Friday to everybody. What's going on? Hope everybody's having a good day. I got the homie Calvin here with us today. What up?
Excited. Thank you so much for joining us, Calvin. Thank you so much.
No doubt.
You know, he saved me, y'all. He saved me. So I'm very glad to have him on the show today. We got Tasia New. Sorry we're so late, you guys, but I had to do everything by myself. I tried to come early. This still was a little bit of a struggle. You know, Calvin came and we worked it out. So we're good or whatever. But so just a little announcement. Vern's not gonna be with us tonight. He's been working in Boston. And you know, it's not really working out for his schedule. I know he's still working in Boston. So if he could come back, he can. If he can't, he can't. But we're gonna pray for him and you know, hope everything works out at work.
That's heavy shade, by the way. That means Vern, she better not catch you on these streets. She see you on Eastern Ave. It's going down. That's what that means.
No, Calvin's being too funny, y'all. But so you know, he'll be when he comes back, he'll be back. But in the meantime, like I say, he's working. He don't got time for us, so we just gonna keep it moving. And when he's ready to come back, we gonna work together. We gonna do what it do. So, Vern, we love you. Hope everything works out. Hope everything's going good in Boston. And we're praying for you and we're here. So thank you so much, Calvin, for being with us. We do have a couple of announcements. I did send out a flyer for you guys for the Darren Lee Jenkins Resource Center. They're in desperate need of toys for children ages toddler to 16. Okay, so they had somebody that was supposed to be funding them. They're supposed to be getting their Christmas gifts, and the funding fell through, so they're in desperate need of your help, you guys. So if you guys can drop off any unwrapped toys, 20 Maple Street, Suite 5, and that's in Springfield, Mass. And that's the Daryl Lee Jenkins Resource Center, okay? So
they're in that building, 20 Maple?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I used to work out of there.
Yep, they're on the second floor.
Got it.
They're on the second floor. So, yes, definitely check them out. Make sure y'all, if you can donate, that would be great. If you could donate some money, contact Juanita Batchelor, and you could just cash app her. I don't know her cash app, but if you hit her up on Facebook or you go on their little Facebook page, you'll be able to get her cash app and she'll tell you where to send it or whatever. But yes, guys, the children need y'all. Please be a blessing. This is a great organization. They're helping with missing family members, murdered victims and stuff like that and their families. Nice. And they're just trying to help them with the grieving process, get answers and get, everything that they need to, get justice for their family members. So it's a great organization. So make sure you guys support, okay? Also, it's a pajama party tonight.
Where?
Going out, Calvin. This is what I'm saying, right?
Oh, it's okay.
Boss lady, because we should be networking, which is true. You know what I'm saying? So she got us going out with the young people today. It's at Aquarius.
Okay.
So I said I wasn't going because I was like, I'm going. She's like a pajama party. I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds like fun. And then I went looking like, oh, it's the young people or whatever. So I was like,
they're gonna come with some wild pajamas.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna be here with my old ass. They want the old ladies up in here or whatever. So at the end of the day, Gina was like, listen, we need a network. So we're gonna network. I'm gonna wear my little pajamas. I'm gonna put my little messy podcast on it. We're gonna talk about it on the show next Friday. So I'm gonna see how the young people turn up, and we're gonna talk about, how turned up they was. So I guess Aquarius is going to be closing soon. So I guess these are some of the last parts.
Shout out to Aquarius, man. Shout out to Freddie, man. Beautiful, beautiful business and great work.
I know, right? Hold on, you guys. Damn it. You guys work with us. Work with us.
This is.
It's just us two, you guys.
This shit is messy, right? It's a messy podcast, so you got to work with us. We're going to lower the mics a little bit so we don't hear the. And I feel bad because I'm the one that said turn up the mics. But it's like, no, last week when I heard the show, I was like, I can't hear us.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear us.
I think that did it, right, Calvin? Did that do it?
It feels like it did. All right, hold on. I could be loud here and I don't hear the whoo. Okay.
And testing 1, 2, 3.
Right. All right, hold up, y'all.
Yeah, check mics too, Calvin.
Real quick. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that might be it. All right.
Okay. I turned mine down a little bit more. And we'll see what takes.
Now we can actually speak into the mic.
Okay, there we go, Calvin. Yes.
That works.
We was trying to play it off for a little while, right? We was like, trying to act like you didn't hear it.
Yo, by the way, I love how I come here in Tim's jeans and a t-shirt, and you come and it's a whole movie production. You looking like Cookie. You look like you on Empire right now. Yo, what the fuck is going on in your life? Yo, she's out here on some music executive shit right now. She's in between music executive and pimping at the same time. And it's like, yo, what's going down?
Yo,
wow.
See, y'all, that's why I got him on the show. This is my guy right here. He's so funny. I love him. Yeah, you guys, as a empty nester or whatever, all my kids are out the house. I work from home. I do everything from home. So I really don't get out too much. So when it's come time to get dressed up, I'll be like, you know what? When I go on the show, I'm going to dress up, get cute, try to be fancy.
Yeah.
Y'all ladies know how it is. When you be up in the house looking busted, you be looking for any opportunity to go out and get dressed up. For real, y'all.
Yeah. We're going to see how Taj walk in. She's going to walk in here.
Yeah, she definitely going to be fly.
She's going to have a mink
She's
jacket.
Definitely going to come up in here fly. I know how she rolls. She's going to be coming up in here looking really good. So I definitely know how she's going to roll. So, yes.
So you're going to be on the streets with the young people in a pajama party?
Yeah, y'all. I'm going to be on the streets with the young people at the pajama party. So yeah, Gina said we could go. You guys, she said I gotta network with the young people. So stay tuned for next week's show. I'm gonna talk about the party and how turned up the young people was and how much fun we had or whatever. So we're gonna see how that go. And I'm a little excited to go now. Got my little messy podcast pajamas, little DB on the front, little messy podcast in the back. Yeah, nice. I brought it over to I forgot his name in Eastville Mall.
Okay.
They do the the printing and stuff. Yeah. He did a nice little wait, let me see, Calvin. Let me see if I put it on here.
Pajama set with the branding.
Look, yes,
oh, that's fire though.
He did a good job. I think they did a really good job. So yeah, so that's my little outfit or whatever. It'll probably be other people with that same outfit, but I'm an older lady, so I have an excuse. So yeah, that's that. That's out. So yeah, guys, I had a couple of topics to talk about. The first thing, hold on, let me go over to this. Oh, wait, before we get started, I want y'all guys to make sure that y'all support Femme Collabs, okay? 518 Main Street, Indian Orchard. I have my store in there. A lot of businesswomen have their stuff in that store. You guys need to support us because I see a lot of people going to the malls. They're going doing this, doing that. We have everything you need at that store. Like you can go in there and you can get everything you need, like in that store. So you guys try to support. I was just thinking about my friends. Actually, I was saying, y'all don't really be supporting like that. I'm gonna put y'all on blast right now. Y'all don't really be supporting like that. Y'all don't be sharing Urban Black Brand, which is my brand. Y'all don't be sharing Femme Collabs, which is the store that it's at. And I'm going to just let y'all know. And y'all be watching a Little Messy podcast. Yeah, I'm going to shout. I'm gonna
what are y'all doing with your life? Yo, call out names, yo. Yeah, call out names. And some of y'all owe money. How you not support my business? You might owe me $40. Yes. What the fuck is going on here? If you owe $40, you need to give $60. So 20 could go to the business.
Yes. So y'all know, y'all do not be supporting. Y'all know who y'all is. I ain't going to get messy now, but I'm going to watch y'all this week. And I'm going to see if y'all support. If y'all don't support, I'm putting y'all on blast on next week's show. Period. I don't care how close we are. I don't care how much I love you. I'm putting y'all on blast.
We're going to find a young person to work the TV. We're going to put your names on endless loop. Yes. It's just going to be... Put your whole right. Your face and your name is going to be up there with a tag. We're going to give you a level from 1 to 10 on bitch assness.
Yes.
And we're going to see how far up you go on the bitch ass meter.
Facts, Calvin. Yes. So I'm letting y'all know now. Y'all don't be supporting, and I'm gonna be watching y'all, and I'm gonna put y'all on blast next week. Everybody's gonna see that my friends are not supporting.
Family's getting it. Everybody's getting it. Aunties is getting it out there. Yep. Auntie Nisi, you know what it is. Everybody's getting it.
Calvin, you're all getting it. Cause I be watching y'all, and y'all don't be sharing shit. So that's that. So. Moving along to Tory Lanez. I want to talk about that because I actually had a conversation with one of my friends yesterday. I said, Lord, child, Jesus, I'm not going to put my friend on blast, but because I told her to her face already how I felt. So let me go to Instagram real quick because this Tory Lanez shit. Okay, I think this is it right here. Now, all this evidence about what this nigga done did, he done shot that lady. Okay. It's finally coming out what happened because in the beginning, everybody was like, we don't know what happened. Right. I'm not even going to lie. It was one of those ones like, I don't know what happened because they're not giving us, Meg wasn't saying what happened. She was keeping it so hush-hush. So we was really like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to wait till the situation, the trial or whatever takes place. And then we're going to find out. And the trial is taking place. And we're seeing he shot her.
Right.
Like, come on.
Right.
Come on. And I was telling my friend last night because she kept saying, oh, poor Tory. Poor Tory. She said poor Tory like 5 times. Said poor Meg probably like once or twice. Right. Friend, I love you. Know who you is because I called you out on it. I'm going to talk about it right now. I was saying too, Calvin, right? And not saying like trying to turn everything into a racial thing. But a lot of us older Black women, sometimes, okay, we are a little bit judgmental and a little bit hateful when it comes to the younger generation, especially if they're out here clapping their booties anywhere they go. They
shout out to Lizzo, so fine ass, so big fine ass. Shout out to Lizzo.
So you know the ladies out here twerking, and sometimes we be like feeling a little certain type of way.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like this situation here, you're not looking at it as a woman that just got shot by a man. You're looking at it like, oh, like you're not really looking at it in a regular, respectable way.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, he shot that lady.
Right.
And just like I was saying last night, what I come to the conclusion was you were very mad. You met Kylie Jenner, okay? Your nose was wide open. Right. You was like, oh shit, I'm at Kylie Jenner's. Like, oh shit. Right. Oh, at Kylie Jenner. Right. Oh, we in the pool.
You Tommy from Goodfellas. You Tommy from Goodfellas. You're like, dance, Spider, dance. He said to her, dance.
I said the same thing. I was like,
that's Goodfellas. Yes.
He thinking a movie talk about dance, bitch, dance like
right.
That. He was upset.
And I bet that and I know homies who it's happened to. People who have shot in a house on accident. People who have shot in a loved one on accident. Yeah. It's part of the reason they say don't keep a gun in your house because you're more likely to hurt a loved one. You playing around like that and then a gun go off. Yeah. And you know what's crazy, man? The God is beholding us down as black and brown men, right? I consider myself a brown man as a hood Latino. As black and brown men, the goddess is beholding us down and giving us space and giving us so much leverage and so much. You know what I mean? There's so much. And all I'm saying, brothers, is that we could reciprocate that a little bit and show a little bit of love and appreciation for that, because there was so much room left for this brother. And for the people who struggle, and a lot of my boys struggle with this, this idea of, is there any privilege for black and brown men over black and brown women? These are like wild examples of it right here. Our hearts break when, black male idols and things happen, like what happened to Kobe, like, with Nipsey, that could have been Nipsey. And this woman is a fucking icon for like 80 million girls in the world, especially young black girls, fam. Like if you see a party with young black girls doing her challenges on TikTok and shit, she means so much to these young sisters. And my man she could have died on some dumb shit. And y'all caping for him, including black men. And so this is why black women are saying y'all ain't shit. We can't trust y'all because you don't protect us. That's
It's true. Because that's what I was saying, Calvin. He was so upset that they had to leave Kylie Jenner's house. He was like, you two black bitches, y'all fucked up tonight. Like, he was upset with them. I feel like he was upset with them. And that's how everything escalated.
And maybe I'm caping, but let's assume we give him a little bit of bail and we say, you never thought the fucking gun would go off. Or you thought you was that person and you could dump a little bit near her and nothing would happen.
Right.
But something happened. The fact that you felt that you could even do that, the fact that like people were like, don't rush to judgment, and caping for you, and are still even being like, damn, yo, poor Tory. Yo, poor Tory's the wildest shit ever.
She said poor Tory like 5 times. I'm like, poor Tory, like, she's probably said Meg like 2 times or whatever. But no, because he's going to jail. Like, he's really going to jail, as he should. Like, he should.
That sister's an artist, and part of her shit is her twerking and everything, and her foot is never going to be the same. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be this shit impacted, and she ain't even fucking. Is she 30?
I don't even think so.
Is she even 30? So. Nope. She's going to be in the game. This just impacted her for the next 60 years of her life.
Yep, especially all the hate she's getting. She's getting so much hate. And then the friend, what about the part where they said he ran up on both of them? Like, he called them 2 bitches because he was mad at them. Right. At the end of the day, he was mad at them because they ruined the Kylie Jenner party. So when he was like, oh, you 2 bitches, something, shot Meg. And it said the friend tried to stand in front of her, like, are you going to, like, come back and shoot her again? And he ran up on the friend, punched her in the face, threw her on the ground by her hair. Like,
it's wild.
Crazy. Wow. I'm just thinking about how that night went, because I know, I mean, I'm a black woman. I've been through all type of stuff, but I know how it is to be out having a good time, drinking, having fun, and shit go left. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, wow, can you imagine?
That's 4 nights a week. I grew up in a heavy domestic violence household, and that was always the problem, is that you go out and everything starts amazing and we're having the time of our lives. And by the end of the night, everybody drunk, fighting fucking bitch. Everybody's throwing shit, walking on glass, cutting your foot. Like, wild shit's happening in the house.
Oh my goodness, that's so true. So yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to Meg. Like, I hope he need to get. I'm gonna lie, I like Tory's music, but I cannot condone that nonsense. Like, I'm not gonna be like poor Tory. I'm not. No, he's not a victim to me. You know what I'm saying? He's the perpetrator. So.
Right. And that hairline can't buy hairlines in jail. That hairline gonna evaporate.
Yeah, That hairline he got, that Beijing, that shit's gonna evaporate.
Come out, but
we not even ready for how he gonna come out. The streets ain't even ready for Tory Lanez with an afro that starts back here. Yo, a RoboCop fro. The streets ain't even ready for that.
Yo, he gonna come out here looking crazy.
Wow.
So yeah, that's crazy. So shout out to Meg. I hope everything work out. And listen, I hope he he gotta go to jail. He gotta serve his time. He need to apologize and let's keep it moving. You know, just do the right thing, sir. You fucked up. You fucked up. Oh, also, you know, we have our little yay of the day. We call it the yay of the day, which is, you know, Tory is the yay of the day because.
Oh shit, the yay of the day. I love this segment.
And you think it's good, right?
Yes.
It's okay. It's not too corny.
I love it. I love it. It's
okay, see, it's not corny, y'all. So Tory is the yay of the day for bringing his son to court and letting him sit in the court while Meg Thee Stallion testified about what he did to her.
That's some abusive child shit.
Then he got the little boy in his bag and they're leaving the courtroom. He was like, he's my support system and I'm his. Like, sir, that baby do not belong in no courtroom seeing the nonsense that you got going on.
And what does that child take away from it? Bitches ain't shit but liars.
Yeah.
He's gonna take away from it. Damn, y'all smoke my dad. So now we're raising another kid who's gonna hate women.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like that's
what they
nasty.
kept saying, Calvin. They kept saying, "Oh, well, you lied." They're like, "She lied." Okay, you guys, come on, black women, stop acting like y'all ain't lied about who y'all slept with before. Let's stop there. Oh, well, she still lied. I don't give a damn what she lied about. The nigga shot her. Period.
Right.
So yeah, that's crazy. They're doing too much.
I have a question about Meg. What did I get hit on? I shared something and some people were upset. Some brothers were upset with me, or just saying like on Meg's lyrics, right? Like Meg's lyrics, right?
Like her.
And I think of you because you have a daughter who's grown, seems to be an amazing young woman. By the way, you seem to have. You seem to have done. Oh, okay. You seem to have done an amazing fucking job. Yes. So people are saying that Meg and Cardi and Lizzo's rapping is harmful for young black and brown women, which I don't agree with. I'm just saying what people are saying that it's harmful and da. And I'm like, yo, do we remember when Biggie talked about kidnap kids, fuck them in their ass? Do we remember when DMX talked about rape in that It's Dark and Hell is Hot?
What about Mobb Deep when he said they had to block that out? They said we not taking her, we raping her. Right.
So that's 30 years ago, by the way, right? Like we've been okay with this every while, but then 30 years later, so 30 years ago, you could talk about raping children, but 30 years later, you can't talk about having wet box. That was the wildest shit ever to me.
Calvin. And I agree with you. It brings me back to what my brother was saying. Like, I said, what do you think about the music? Like he said, it depends on if you let it influence you. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? God. Like if you're influenced by it, if that's, you know what I'm saying, then it's a problem. Now, as far as me raising my two daughters in a generation, I was talking about my daughters last weekend. So my oldest daughter is gay. I'm going to tell this story. I don't know if y'all was around for this story, but we were talking about my oldest daughter being gay. We're talking about how I'll be talking to her, be like, Malia, that's my oldest daughter. I'll be like, remember this movie we such and such a movie? She's like, Mom, no, remember you wouldn't let us watch it. I'm like, what? I didn't let y'all watch it. I'm like, Ma, yeah, Ma. Like, they always like catching me out there. So we were talking the other thing because now she's gay. She's gay, right? So she came out, a long time ago.
I love that.
And so
shout out to parents who are embracing their queer children, man.
Yes, it was. I had to.
One of my sons queer, and we love it. And for any of them little kids out there, man, if you need a hug and I'm near, you know what I mean.
That's right.
When the parents say, because that ain't a joke. Parents are walking away from their children.
Yes.
But it's beautiful to see. Having a kid in high school, it's beautiful to see. All these young kids are so free, and they're doing what we could have never said do. We could have never done.
Yes.
And I love being a part of that freedom.
Yeah.
That these kids are free. So people think like, oh, the kids are being gay because y'all letting them be gay. It's like, no, mad people are gay.
Yes.
That's what it really is.
Yes,
and so, yes, when you make a lane for it and show them they're not going to be hate, you're not going to get kicked out the house, you're not going to get this, I'm not going to hurt you over it. Yes, they're going to be more open telling us the fucking truth.
That's true. Yep. So it was so funny because my daughter was like, Mom, remember? Because we always go back in the day when they were young. Like, we'd be sitting around chilling. She was like, yeah, Mom, remember we couldn't watch what's the TV show with Drake? Because you said it was going to make us gay. I'm like, when did I say that?
I see
love
you
it.
watch
The Drake show, right?
What's the Drake TV show, Calvin?
What was it called?
I can't think.
A Nickelodeon show.
Degrassi, y'all, Degrassi. But I didn't let them watch Degrassi because it was dealing with a lot of, I felt, adult content that at their age, like, you don't need to know about that right now. But at the same time, I'm gonna speak for myself and my mom. Black women parents, like, we don't really be wanting to talk to kids about sex because we don't want them to have it.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is such a when you see white people, you realize part of the problem. The reason why unwanted pregnancies are more higher in the hood, it's not necessarily that we're fucking more. Yo, these white kids are getting it in. As a kid who has a high schooler in a white suburb, these white kids is wilding. They're wilding. How you doing sex videos in middle school? Kids are wilding. I'm not condoning it, but you know, they're wilding. They are wilding out in the burbs. They are wilding out. The problem is that these young white girls, their parents aren't gonna shame them about it. They're gonna you putting that girl on birth control immediately, and she's safe in the hood. They're like, don't get that child on birth control. She's gonna be a hoe. You gonna make a slut out here on these streets. She's gonna be out here hoeing. And it's like, yo, so okay, and then you be surprised, shorty be 16, and it's like, yo, you wouldn't, you know, or your daughters can't talk to you. Yeah. I got family people going through it because now they have daughters. I got people in my family that have daughters that are turning 15, 16, 17 that are shocked, surprise, surprise, attracted to other kids. Surprise, surprise, smoking bud with their high school. You know what I mean? And we go crazy parent mode. And all that means is that your kids can't talk to you. Your kids don't trust you. You don't know what's going on in your kid's life.
That is facts, Calvin. Yep. Yeah, so I was laughing. I was like, no, I did not say it was gonna make you gay. So now it's like, oh, they used to watch this, so we still used to watch it at adult. So it's like, you're gay now. So did it make you gay? No,
right. You're like, see, for one of them, it happened.
You turn gay. No,
right. Yo, Drake out here making people gay. Drake, by the way, is on the bitch ass list, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Drake, he's something else.
I'm so disappointed, but anyway.
I really can't deal with him. I can't deal with Drake. All right, so let's see. You know what else, Calvin, I wanted to talk about? Oh, my goodness. Because speaking of, like, Black and Latino and things like that, like, did you see the young lady that the situation took place at the HBCU and they arrested her?
What happened? No.
They arrested her. Her Latina teacher got her arrested out of the damn class. Mind you, it turned into a big hot mess. She said she's valedictorian. Like, it turned into a big thing. Like, it was just out of control. The police arrested her. They took her out because the teacher wanted her, like, to apologize or, like, get arrested. So then the students were trying to, talk to the teacher. This is one thing that I don't like, because first of all, like they said, Black girls should be able to go to school at an all-Black school, a predominantly historically Black college and university, and be able to express themselves the way they want to express themselves and not be felt like they're being disrespectful or treated any type of way. You know what I mean? And that's some things that I feel like, okay, this is why people feel like if you're going to be at a historically Black college or university, you need to be a historically Black college, a Black person.
But the professor was a Latina?
She was a Latina. And then they were trying to, like, okay, I'm going to find the video so we can play. Sometimes I like
some corny shit.
Yeah, I like to pull it up. Okay, hold on, Calvin. So we can, like, get the real info because the whole class was arguing with the lady. Like,
that's awful.
And I felt so bad because she was like, you say you're for Black people. You say you love Black people. And she was, like, really hurt. Like, she was really hurt.
And what was the professor saying this whole time?
She was just trying to, she wouldn't even let them talk, really. She was doing that thing like white people do sometimes. When you try to school them and educate them on how to treat you and how to deal with you, they don't want to hear it because they feel like their way is the right way and your way is not the right way because they feel a little above you. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, I remind people Latino's not a race, number one. So are you Black or are you white? Like Latino's not even a race, right? Because we have this thing called white Dinos, is what we call them, like internally among the fam. We call them white Dinos, like Latinos who take advantage, who, number one, who be white in many cases. You're white. Yes. Like you're from Argentina. And so you're from Argentina, you speak Spanish, but you're white there because everybody look like you. They're all Argentinian and they all look Spanish. And then you get to come to Springfield and be like, yo, I got a Spanish name. I'm a Latino. I'm a man of color. And it's like you white in your hometown. And then they do white shit here. That's awful.
Yep. So here's the Let's see if I can turn
That is sick. And the police cuffing at it. That is some sick ass shit. Wow. And the cops don't give a fuck. You see that white cop, black cop, don't kill cop. Neither one of them care.
Yep, she said that the black cop tried his best not to take her, but the teacher was like, if she don't apologize, take her.
If she don't apologize, take her.
Yep.
Yo, we gotta find that teacher's name.
So they're trying to. I got all the information.
We gotta find that. Oh, get that.
All the information.
Get that,
please. You. So let me
Yo, we got to drag this teacher.
After the fact, after they took her out, the students, and this is the teaching assistant, I believe, the black girl.
Okay.
Because she in the video, she's like holding her face, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So they're trying to explain to her how she's wrong, and she don't want to hear it.
She look Asian.
Her name is Dr.
Look at me trying to get it off us. I'm like, I don't know. Is she Latino or Filipino? I don't know.
Oh wow! So she must got. They said she was the only student that gave a fuck about you. So it must be more
sick
to the
ass shit, man.
Yeah, so she really not trying to hear what they say.
We gotta. What's the teacher's name?
Here we go. Let me give y'all the information. So everybody,
because I'm like, we gotta share. We gotta get her fired.
So here we go.
Get you fired.
Yep, they're trying to get her fired. They want her fired. Hold on, I got it.
That was some sick-ish.
Okay, so you can submit the email here.
Oh snap! Hold up. So hold up. We got to get this number and all that on here. Yep. So the number is 336-750-2041. That's 336-750-2041. The email is RobinsonEL, so ROBINSONEL at wssu.edu. Because we gotta go in.
And her name was Dr. Cynthia Villagomez.
God that's damn it, man. The Gomez's man. Adam, find out who this is. We fucking her up. Yo, we see you at a taqueria out here. We busting your ass. We getting Jack Stacks to smack the dog shit out you. Yo, Jack Smacks is gonna catch you on these streets. She ever come to this fucking town. Yo, if that teacher ever come to Springfield, we catch you at SDCC. Jack Smacks gonna come smack fire out you.
Fire out your ass.
Damn. And then Adam Gomez is gonna make sure none of the Latinos help you. We gonna watch. We gonna watch and laugh.
Oh my goodness. Too funny. So yes, so she needs to definitely be fired. She really needs to go. So no, it's funny that you said that, Calvin, because I be feeling like, okay, I was telling a story one day about an Uber driver. Like I got an Uber driver with this older black man, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was the Uber driver. We was chatting it up. He said he was from New York, whatever. He was like, yo, he just came out the blue. He was like, what's up with these Puerto Ricans around here? And I was like, oh, what you mean? Like, I'm like, what you mean? He's like, man, in New York, he said, we brothers. Like Puerto Ricans, we all family, we brothers, we all black. We all consider ourselves black. He said, I come up here. He was like, yo, they hate me. He said his supervisor was a Spanish lady. He said he got her Christmas gifts. He's like, yo, she really hates me. He was like, they're really different around here. And I'm like, it is kind of, what's your take on that?
I first came to Springfield in 2006. Mm-hmm. And so when I came quick helping do some trainings. I think it was regarding Deval Patrick's campaign, first black governor of the state. Mm-hmm. I came back in 2009 to help run municipal elections when they became ward-based. Yeah. And what I noticed, which bugged me, because I used to say the same, whoever this person is, I used to say the same thing about Boston. In the Bean, we all one in the hood. Yeah. Like we're all one in the hood, black and Latino, because there's too many black folks. Yeah. There's African Americans. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of black Caribbean. Mm-hmm.
And then the Puerto Rican and Dominicans are black. Like, we feel black. We grow up in that black life, urban environment. We're treated black by the state. You know, like we just live that life. But when I came here, I couldn't believe the amount of Latinos that I met in 2009 that would not vote for Bud Williams, who were like, nah, yo, he ain't gonna look out for us. Da, 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 da. And then 2 years later, when Jose Tosado was running, mad black people that was like, nah. I remember I was talking to a black family, and the brother was like, nah, he ain't gonna be with us, man. He gonna look out for his Spanish peoples, but us. And I was like, who the fuck is the us? No, like, real. I've never heard a black or Puerto Rican or Dominican, mainly Puerto Rican Dominicans, because we're the hood Latinos. We're the motherfuckers you're actually gonna see in Mason Square. You're not seeing Argentinians out here, right? Like, we're out here. So really, black and Puerto Ricans, like, I've never heard the separation, the us. I've never heard it. I've heard us as be like us and white people, right? Like,
yes. So it's weird when it's like that.
It's here. It's a problem.
My friends on Facebook, my friends that, like, sometimes they be having little, little ways that I be like, a little weird. Like, even some of them I feel like a couple of them do have like Trump values and those type of values when it comes to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll agree with like some of the stuff that he says and does, and I'm like, wait, he's supposed to be with us,
right.
You know what I mean? So it's a weird like type of thing, So
we got to be more authentic
together, y'all. Like, we're together, like.
That's why I fuck with people like Adam Gomez, who's an example of the younger urban generation, where he considers himself, like I do, an Afro-Caribbean. He's like, I'm an Afro-Boricua. Like, but he considers like that. He would say I'm a black man. I bet you he puts it on his census. I put it on mine. And they always reject our shit. They come to me like 3 times every 10 years. And I'm like, I think I know why y'all are coming again. Like, I put black on my shit because they force you to put something. So you can put like other, and I put like Puerto Rican, but then they still force you to do a black or white. And so I'm like, ain't no way I'm putting white.
See, you know what I mean? I like Puerto Ricans that choose black, okay?
Right.
If you don't choose black on the application, I'm looking at you sideways.
Choose black, right. If you feel it. If you feel it. If you ain't a white Tino out there.
Right.
Because I went to San Antonio, Texas. I went to San Antonio, Texas for Obama in 2007 during the primary fight between him and Hillary Clinton. And I was blown away. We brought all this Spanish literature, and we had to send it all other places because nobody spoke Spanish. And the Mexicans in San Antonio were hella racist against black people, and other Mexicans called them wetbacks. They was like, man, dude. I never forget talking to a dude. His name was Antonio Hernandez. He opened the door. And motherfucker looked like he was like trying out for American Me. Like, he looked mad crazy. He had a thick ass Mexican accent too, thick. So I remember asking him, like, do you want it in Spanish? He was like, I don't speak Spanish. And I was like, motherfucker, you don't speak English. So, like, what do you speak? That wasn't English. Like, what do you speak then? And they were nasty. They were like, fuck Obama, fuck Mexicans. I was like, wow.
Not fuck Mexicans. Oh, wow.
Because they never changed any borders, right? They're like, yo, we've been here forever. We're Tejanos. They didn't even agree with Hispanic. We had Hispanic in the literature. They were like, don't you ever call us Hispanic, Latino, none of that. We're Texans.
Goodness.
I was
Not
like,
Texans.
damn.
Oh, wow.
Texans.
Well, you take that Texans over to the white people.
Your punk ass, right?
You go to that white shit kicker and tell them, that you was a damn Texan and see what happened to your
What they've been doing to you. What they've been doing for you. What's your friend been doing for you?
Oh my goodness, Calvin. So yeah. Oh, it's 7:55. Oh my goodness.
Where's Shorty at?
Tasia's gonna be on the way. Let me go unlock the door for Tasia. Okay, let me find something to talk about so Calvin can keep it going while I go. Oh, did you hear what happened to Kalani?
Who's Kalani?
Kalani, the singer.
From
what do Kalani sing? I can't think of nothing right now. Because she's for the younger generation, but she got that one song like, she sing that song, crazy. I go. It's an old song. Damn. I sound like an old lady. Every time I get with a passion. If I gotta be a bitch, I'ma be a bad one.
Oh, yeah. That's a good little bop. Yeah.
Somebody done grabbed her lady parts. While she was leaving, she was performing and she was leaving, the stage, and somebody grabbed her lady part, so sexual assault or whatever.
Right. But I'm like, where was the security?
Right.
Like, you're
well, you can't do
tired,
nothing in
you're
a moment
like-
like that when people are close to you.
I know that's
It's a
true,
problem.
right? Oh my
You know, in 2003, I had started doing political organizing, and we went as like solidarity to the queer march in Boston, the Pride March.
Yeah.
We went in solidarity to do it, like a whole youth group from the hood went, and Ruthie from Real World.
Yeah,
Remember Ruthie?
That was my
Yeah, shout out to Ruthie.
Ruthie,
Yo, so Ruthie from the Real World, she's queer.
Yeah.
So she was there like headline speaker.
Mhm.
She did like a float thing when people do that, and somebody really wilded out and like violated her on some grabbing shit. She came back on the stage completely frazzled. I felt so bad because she was crying. She was so hurt. Like, damn, how could this happen to me? You're in front of my people.
Yes,
like, we're at the Pride March. We're talking about like respect our queerness and our bodies, and y'all
do some disrespectful
y'all
shit
do
like
this?
That. Yeah. Oh my.
And I just feel bad because I remember she came on so hurt. Like, yo, she even because she was supposed to come on, they didn't know what happened, so they're like, Ruth, and she had just gotten on, and she was devastated. She got on the mic like, somebody assaulted me here. How could you? Da 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 da. She didn't know who did it.
Wow, Calvin, that is crazy.
Creep shit, bro.
Yeah, cause I know they want to go back to their old ways, cause that's the type of stuff that make you get re-ratchet. Like,
right.
I'm trying to.
Somebody got Kaylani, huh? Y'all nasty.
Oh no, let me find out. We gonna find you. You don't mess with her.
Weirdos for the grope. Yo, the weirdos love the grope, yo. You hear people. I'm from Boston, so you hear people being on the train and creeps on the train trying to rub up on somebody. You're trying to get a knee touch on somebody. What is that getting you? Someone's doing a fan surf and you grab a box. Like, what did you get from that? That was a turn on? That did something for you? That activist is crazy, fam. Y'all are creeps.
The king is here.
Oh,
the
shit.
Nubian king is here. Let's put some music on.
The Nubian king.
Hold on. We gotta. Hold on, y'all. We gotta
play
put
that.
Some music on.
Play that.
Y'all, I did my own playlist, y'all, because y'all know Vern usually do everything. So I did everything myself.
Did our own playlist.
Shout out to me.
I know we see Vern on State Street. You gotta be careful out here, right?
You want it, nigga. You want it. Watch your back. Watch your back.
Oh. Oh, it's a production. It's exactly what we thought it would be. Loving hip hop vibes. Yo, she came in here with the whole leather.
I be trying to do it. I told her you was gonna come in here looking.
She came in here with the suede. She like Prince out here. She came in with the black suede, black leather with the rhinestones. She getting that money out here, cousin. She getting that money out here.
Okay.
She getting bread.
Yes. Okay, so let me have you sit here, babe. Over here? Yes. Okay. I'm doing everything alone, so we gonna get it together, y'all. We gonna get it.
Look, it's messy, but that's on brand.
Right, Calvin?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yes. You want water or anything? Nope, I'm okay.
Do we got water?
Yes, you need a water?
Yeah, where are they? I'll grab one. You sure you don't want a water?
You know what?
No, I brought this from home. This shit is ghetto too. Look, refresh. It's the ghetto one, refresh, because they be $24. They be $24 for $2. So hold up.
Yo, keep your speakers to the side, yo. Keep them to the side.
Oh shit! You want a soda? We got ginger ale.
Oh no.
Sure.
No soda, because she got to make sure that body. No.
Oh, you want a water? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I just thought, oh, you got me pulling friend. I was looking forward to refresh. I was looking forward to it.
I know I'm gonna move the refresh over now, so it's not even in the scene. We don't got to look ratchet out here.
Yeah, I'm like making sure that I share.
Cause I see my selflessness made you selfish. The last time is right now, run and tell this. My selflessness made you selfish. The last time is right now.
You better go ahead.
Yes,
I love it, girl. Yes. This is what we looking like live, y'all. Okay, yes, we're good. Okay. All right, guys. So we're back at it. Thank you so much for joining us. A Little Messy Podcast. Y'all already know we got the Nubian King in the building.
Hello.
Y'all already see. She's looking beautiful. She's looking lovely.
Hello,
And yes,
hello.
we're so happy to have her here.
Oh, those are the Thug Life shades that people put right on the.
I don't even know. I was just like, these are flies.
Those
Are
are
they-
L-
are
those
they
are L
those?
shades.
Are they-
They look
Thank you.
good. They look good.
She getting that
so
shmoney.
much for coming.
Thank
we are
you.
so happy to have you. As y'all can already hear, that song was beautiful. Y'all already know. You know what's one thing about the video, right? When you come up in the video, right, Tasia, and you're looking like an angel. You're looking like a flowing angel, and I hear. I'm like, oh shit, she about to sing. And then you came out rapping. I'm like,
You're getting me hyped. It's like it feels like release day again.
Yes,
Felicia she got to be with you at every event. This is obviously
It's
your
like
road
this
manager right
positive
here.
energy. I'm loving it.
Oh my goodness. I love that song. I had some other music that I had downloaded too. Glitter, that's another one of my favorites.
Oh
I
my
know
God,
it's a little
no
bit
way.
older. I know it's a little bit older, but that whole vibe is like it's like 3 different vibes on there. I don't know. I'm just probably being extra. Y'all know I'm an older lady.
It's
Y'all know I'm an
true.
older lady. But it's like 3 different
There are
vibes.
3 different
It went
vibes on
from,
Glitter.
Like regular to like reggae to like you just
Like kinda clubby,
yes,
yeah.
So I love that song too. So okay, everybody's probably already gonna know why she's saying Nubian King. So Tasia,
Yes.
tell everybody about Nubian King. We're not saying queen, we
Okay.
say Nubian King.
Why you say king? Is it like
King,
is it like a pro
King.
trans thing? Like a whole is it that vibe?
So
I'm
basically,
just saying.
what used to happen was, so when I first started, like Springfield's music scene was huge when I first started.
Yeah.
And there used to be a lot of guys rapping. Rapping wasn't like, everybody didn't want to do it. It wasn't like it is now where everybody like, you know, me too. Like, no, it was like very much a couple of females and it was all dudes.
Yeah.
And all of them were like, they would get on stage, they'd be like, oh, king this, king that, I'm king, And everybody knew they didn't sound like no king, but they never questioned them.
She throwing mad shots at y'all. You was in Mason Square rapping. Yo, if you was in Mason Square rapping and your name was King G, your name was King Mac, and you was singing on Boston Road, she's saying you trash, bro.
Listen, I mean, shout out to King Ready though, because King Ready, that's the dude right there, but not King Ready. But no, like they just used to get up there. No one would question them just because they were a male. So I was just like, wait a second, if you can get up there and you could call yourself king, I know my skills are better than yours. They're tighter, my bars are tighter. I'm a king too. And so it started way before everybody started playing around with like pronouns and stuff. I shouldn't say playing around, but way before it became socially aware about pronouns.
Yeah, don't get canceled now. She did not say
right. I did not say that.
We're doing the pro.
Don't
We on that.
Okay, because you got a whole ally right here. So I
Nah, it's about love.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah.
I love it. I love her music, you guys. Make sure y'all download all her music. She got a bunch of music on iTunes, Spotify.
Okay.
Because I got iTunes. Like I don't be having none of that other stuff like Pandora and all that.
Yeah.
I got the
The Apple
everything comes from
Music.
the Apple Music.
Right.
So she got so much music. Y'all gotta download all her music.
Thank
Make
you.
sure y'all download everything she got, and stuff, even the old stuff, because some of the stuff that I found was from 2016, but that shit fire though.
Thank you.
I was like, yo, this shit fire. This is how did I miss this one? Like, so yes, you guys make sure y'all download her music and yes, get into it. Tasia Nubian Queen. So, baby, what you got going on? Like, you know, you got your new single.
Yup.
What you gonna be doing like coming up?
So, you know, this single is part of a bigger project that I have coming out called Unsolicited Material. And unsolicited material is basically, so for just so I could explain to all of your lovely listeners,
Unsolicited material is what they call an album or a demo or something in the record industry where you send it in, but no one co-signed for it. Like it's not like a A&R walked in and said, "Listen to this person." So they
Yeah.
call that unsolicited. And a lot of the times, a record label will not accept unsolicited material. They will say, "No, we won't accept it
Yeah,
unless somebody's
yeah.
actually handing it to us, co-signing."
Damn, so you can't even catch somebody, a label
You
person, and
can't.
hand them a
No,
tape no
you
more. You ain't even
can't.
got tapes no more. But
A lot of the
you can't even
times
hand
it's
them.
not like that. So a lot of the times they'll say you could go on like Atlantic's website or whatever, and it will say we do not accept unsolicited demos, unsolicited material. So me naming this album that is basically kind of like
I like the play. I like the flip.
play on them because it's basically like because you're not accepting unsolicited material, you're missing out on opportunities to
Yes,
sign
definitely.
really, really good artists.
Because it's a lot of trash out there.
Okay, listen, girl. Unsolicited, because I'm confused. Like
She's like, I did not solicit
trash.
those garbage bars you was spitting on Eastern Ave.
Oh my god!
You were lucky we even let you do that damn
I'm
shit
telling
at the
you,
Harambe
so-
Festival.
Yeah, so I
You just taught me something.
Listen.
Wow.
So I said, you know what? Okay, fine. If my stuff is unsolicited, then I'll be there. I'll be
Yeah,
there. So I said, I'll just
yes.
name it
Flipped
I
it.
said, yup,
Flipped it on
unsolicited
them.
material.
Yup. Yes. Oh wow, that is so dope.
It's a good flip. It's impressive.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
And you are how old?
I am 32 years old.
Oh
Okay,
my goodness.
okay.
But you know,
Yeah.
black don't crack. So,
So you're not you're in between that world. You're not like one of the younger
Right,
semi-annoying
no.
folks, but you're like
Exactly.
Yeah.
you're in between.
It's so crazy that you say that because it's so very true. Like I don't necessarily relate to the music that's out now as much as
Yeah.
I relate to music that was
back
out.
in the day. Mm-hmm.
Like that's I will all day down be listening to 90s, 80s, 70s,
Yup.
60s music all day
Yes.
down, even the 50s. But now I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't really listen
Yes.
to a lot that's out now, and it's no dig at anybody. It's just so
Listen,
different.
You have a right to your opinion, and that's fact.
Yeah.
We all know this music industry
You know?
is.
And I was like, I don't know. I'd be asking my little son, I'm like, what are the kids doing? Like, you know, like, how am I asking you that?
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of shocked with how quickly it was that the generational gap happened with music. Usually that takes some time where you're like, I don't know what you kids are listening to.
Yeah.
That takes
Right.
time.
It switches up too. These kids are like
It's
they're
like boom,
flip-floppers.
boom, boom.
Mhm.
And like coming up, my mom, I learned all the songs that I knew because my mom was listening to
Mhm.
Total and things like that,
Yes,
listening
yes,
to SWV, R&B,
yeah.
and things.
Mhm.
So that's how I learned this music. I didn't go
Yeah.
searching it myself. I was too
Right.
young.
You was raised up on it.
Exactly.
Yep.
So it's
Yes.
kind of crazy that like she was listening to music at that time, and we were the ones that were supposed to be the ones that liked that.
Mhm, mhm.
She was not disconnected from that at all.
Yeah.
But now it's like there's like this huge gap. It's like
Mhm.
I don't know how it happened so quick. And my little sister's only 26 years old. She just turned 26.
Yeah.
So I'm 32. She's 26. How did that?
That's
Yes,
6
I was
years.
just
You know, like-
a big difference.
Yeah, shouldn't I be right there with her?
But
Like,
not really, because
yes.
26. So what's that? Late 90s? So she a late 90s
yeah, late
baby?
90s.
That's a lot. That
So
means
now-
you missed that whole 80s, early 90s
That's
era.
true,
And it's
Calvin.
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's a lot.
She loves our music, like me and my older sister. She loves what we listen to,
Yeah.
but we don't always listen to. Actually, my
Well,
older
she-
sister's more in tune than I am. I'm just like, well,
To the young
yeah. She's like, did you hear this new song? I'm like, good night.
That's like, Calvin, like, Calvin, you know, Kalani, Calvin, like, and I'm like, well, I'm an older lady, so I only know that one song. A-Z.
I just think it's hard the way we thought it was cool to be on like MySpace back in the day.
Oh
like
my
you're
God.
on Spotify. yo.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Like
Yeah,
you're
thank
on
you.
Spotify.
And you got 100K streams.
100K streams on
Oh
YouTube.
my goodness.
For so
y'all.
long.
And that body on that
100K.
three records we
So
played
Long
was
just
fire.
came out.
Thank you. Yeah, So Long just came
So
out
Long just came out.
2 weeks ago.
100K, y'all.
2 weeks ago.
100K. That's dope.
Yeah,
That is
I can't even believe the reception that it's getting, because the thing about it is once you drop a single, that's when all the nervousness comes from. Like the in the studio creating, that's the fun part. But like once you drop it, you have to market it. You have to put it out there for people to criticize.
Mhm.
And this one, I was like shocked at the reception that it got, even from
Yeah.
like the blogs and stuff like that. I was like stunned, because usually they
Yeah.
are picky and they will
pick you apart.
Oh my goodness. See, you gotta be strong.
Yeah, you have to have a tough skin. Like,
Yes.
if you really want to do it, you have to
Mhm.
start putting yourself in uncomfortable spaces
Mm.
where a lot of people will tell you they don't like it, or they'll tell you there's something about it that I don't like, so it doesn't fit me. So
Isn't
I'm not
that
gonna.
crazy though?
Yeah.
How
And
do
it's-
I have that power? Because who are you?
Who are you to say? And it's crazy. It's so subjective. Like,
Mhm.
you have one person that says, I like the beat, but I didn't like the delivery. And then the
Yeah.
next person will say, I like the delivery, but I didn't like the beat.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's really subjective, and it's
Yes.
very, very picky. And you really do have to build a tough skin, because
Yeah.
people will pick you apart.
Oh my goodness. Like, they don't need picking apart. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know how that is. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
interested. So you're late 80s, early 90s baby.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So what's the motivation? Like, when were you like, I'm sort of a rapper? Like, when was that your vibe?
Well, my mom used to record tape. I mean, saying tape. They were like, you still say tape? I'm like, yeah, tape.
My
She used to
17-year-old son is like,
tape. Like, why you say that? What is that?
Hey.
What is a tape? So she used to record the music videos from like BET and MTV
Yeah.
back when they actually used to play music
Yes.
videos
Oh
all
my
day.
Shout out to
So
Yo
you don't
MTV
say-
Raps.
Yo, I'm
Why
telling
don't
you,
do
like,
no more songs?
they don't.
Where's
They
the
used to
basement?
run
Where's the
music
I
videos.
love videos.
Yeah, like just watching music videos. She was watching back. So she would record them because she wanted to get us out of her hair. So she
Yeah.
was just like, here, y'all, like,
Get
take
these
that.
videos.
Like, y'all gonna get these videos.
Yeah.
And we would stand in front of the TV, literally just like copying everything that like we saw, like the dancing and everything. Like, we thought we were those artists.
No,
like,
for-
honestly, we
I remember those
Y'all was
days.
doing the
really did.
SWV
Listen,
falling
we were-
down,
listen.
catching each other.
Listen.
She was in there like, and then people were
For
catching
real,
you.
it's like, and honestly, like, we really did feel like we were in the video ourselves. And so back then there was a lot of hip hop that was infused into the R&B. Like, at that time, I feel like that's when they really started ramping up, putting a hip hop verse on a dope R&B song like
Yeah.
Mary J and Lil Kim, like
Mhm.
stuff like that. It's just like, oh, like put a little fire on,
Mary
put a little
J.
spice
Method
on
Man.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like at that time, that's when I really, really started to feel like, oh, you know what? I think I like the way that this is all involved. Because I couldn't really sing that well. Like, my sister was the better
Yeah.
singer.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, well, I like that, so
Yeah.
maybe like I could do something like that. So
Mhm.
that was like my first inkling that I like really, really wanted to rap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So when did you actually start? Like, when did you actually say, "Hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start recording. I'm gonna get it popping. I'm gonna be a star." Like, when did you like
So
put it in stone? Like, this is what it's gonna be.
well, it took a long time because I around that time period when I kind of found out like, oh, I'm not the best singer. I
Yeah.
recorded myself on like a tape recorder, like cassette, the
Mhm.
record and play button.
Yeah.
I recorded myself and it didn't sound great.
Mhm.
So I was just like, oh, I can't sing. So for a long time, I kind of put it on the back burner. And did a lot of hip hop dance and stuff like that throughout
Mhm.
high school and things like that. Then in college, Nicki Minaj came out in like around 2010-ish. She came
Damn,
out.
this is when you show though that you're young. When you say in college, Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj came
in
out.
college, in
I'm
college,
like, yo, what?
in college. So I was like, what's this? Like, this is different. I never heard somebody rap like that before,
And sing.
and sing, and it was
Mhm.
her and Drake were doing that new thing where it was like rapping and singing
Yeah.
and then her switching of her flows and everything like that. Like, that was so new to me.
Yeah.
And I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, like maybe I can, start, because I had always been writing, but I'm like, maybe I could start like really practicing that.
Mhm.
So after I graduated is when I finally decided like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to an open mic.
Mhm.
I'm gonna like showcase my skills and see
Yeah.
what I was down at open mic every single week down at the
Wow.
Black Pearl downtown on Main
Oh my
Street.
goodness.
I was down there every single week. Then we
Goodness.
went over to International Beer Garden on Main Street,
Yeah.
and we were there. I was there every week with D-Moss. Every single week I was down there. I would host. I would anything
Yeah.
that I
Shout
could
out
do.
to Daryl. He out here still
Yeah.
doing his
Yes.
little poetry flow.
Yes.
He out here still rising.
Still
So,
doing it.
Listen, I was down there it didn't matter range time. I remember one time it was such a bad snowstorm. I was there. Like I was down there. Like
You gonna see me.
You would have walked the bridge to get Puffy that
I would have
cheesecake.
honestly,
You
I
would've did
probably
that.
would have, because wasn't nobody up in that John, but I was up in there and I was just like, hey, like I get to this is full rehearsal now. Like that's the way I took it. I was like, oh, I got rehearsal.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's basically what I did. But that's when I really started like taking it seriously. We started recording and doing like little corny videos and stuff like they out there online still, y'all.
Yes, I've been seeing a couple.
Like, oh my God. Sometimes I'm like, oh my, I think I leave that up there to humble myself because I had a beginning and it was a very, very humble beginning. I didn't have a recording studio to go to. We were recording songs in the closet, like trying to get that, soundproof.
Yeah.
Oh, building a closet? That shit went nothing but wood. That went nothing but plywood.
Listen, yo, we really were like we had clothes in there. We like, okay, so that should block some sound, so that's the way that we started, and we started recording our own video. Like I had no professional anything until like a little.
So you
bit
got
later.
hood ass low budget videos
Oh
out
my
here from
God.
like the late 2000s.
Oh, they out there. They're out there.
Yo, that's great.
Because I seen a couple
Yes. I was like, oh my God, it's so bad. But I look at them and I'm like, this is where you started. This is where you started. So I leave them up there to remind myself, like, don't get too cocky or whatever, because you had a beginning and you had a time where you weren't that great. You maybe had some potential, but it's just like, I have to like remember that.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I love that humbleness.
Yes.
Thank you.
You got good vibe. You better not make it and start dissing Nicki.
Oh, ain't nobody.
Or dissing Lil Kim not
I
showing
would
love
never,
to the OG.
and that's the thing. I would never do that. I don't even understand how. But you know what? Yes, I do. I'm not gonna say I don't understand. It's the industry. The industry does that to these, these females.
It separates them.
They start
The
separating
fans
them.
too.
Yeah, the fans be doing
They have
it.
their little things where they put this in there and they
Yup.
put that in there and they mix it all up.
And then all of a sudden you
it
think
turns
it's
into a
somebody's
big
talking
thing.
about you or whatever have you.
Mhm.
But the crazy thing is, like, even Atlantic Records, like, there's artists that they had at one point that admitted that they would ask them, like, yo, you need to
Diss Shorty, yes.
Nicki.
I was
Like,
gonna
they were
joke
all-
and ask you, yo, do you want to diss? And I was making it as a reverse
Yeah.
joke. I was gonna ask you, like, do you want to diss any female rappers for no reason
It's
at
like-
all?
it's
Because we
just
always
like-
want y'all to do that.
was-
It's crazy. Which is
They
crazy.
go off on somebody
Right.
for no reason.
I'm sorry, but Calvin got a point here now. I don't know. We might not want you to take that route, but we might want you to take that route, bro. You need to diss one of these bitches.
Oh my God.
Because you is too low to be dissing with us.
Let me tell you, since she got 100K.
blowing up.
You got 100K on that video. That means if your name got a king in it and your video don't got
Oh
more
my,
than
look at them
2,500, you need to cut
started.
your whole
They're
name
starting.
down.
They're starting. It's crazy because I just feel like I'm so laid back. I'm just too laid back for that. Like, to me, that gets in my way. You know what I mean? And it's a distraction from like the actual goal. And the goal is
That's
to
true.
be an
Yeah.
all-around entertainer. And so rap is part of that, but it's not like the everything,
Yeah.
So because I can't freestyle to save my life. Like I'm a writer at heart. Like I am a writer. I will write a song down, like.
But a lot of these people don't be really freestyling.
I don't know.
The
No.
Northeast freestyle.
That they be writing it.
They write it down and then they go on and
like freestyle. They be like,
yeah, you could tell. You could tell that it's not
Remember
off the
50
top.
Cent was doing that in the early 2000s. Everything was a freestyle. And it's like, fam, I heard this. I've heard this on that mixtape.
It's not off the
Like,
top.
I heard
yeah. You're right. They do be doing that because I know like a lot like Funk Flex has his show, and I know that people go on there and they have a freestyle, but I think it's like a
It's not
pre-verse.
know they be writing that
Nobody
shit down.
freestyling.
It's a free verse.
capping.
But you know what? But I'm not gonna lie though, them free verses be dope though. I'm not gonna lie. I saw Stefan Don's on there and I was like, oh my God, that
he probably wrote it down earlier.
she.
We could do that. Oh, it's a she.
Isn't she? Yeah.
I'm older lady. Sorry, y'all. I don't know her.
We'll check in. We'll check in.
She probably didn't write it, but it was dope. It was hot fire. If you're gonna write it, it better be dope.
Yeah.
It's like if you're gonna write it down, like that better be slapping. I don't want to hear no shakiness. Like it better be off the top.
So we heard about some of the hood mics you was rocking. What was where have you been and rocked somewhere?
So I mean at one point we had toured. We toured a couple of times, but At one point we had toured. I've been to Pittsburgh. I've been to
Nice.
Florida. I've been to Cali. I've been to
Nice.
Georgia. I've been to Canada.
The Big
I've
E.
been to the Big E.
You was rapping at the Big E?
Yeah,
You was at the Big E this
I was
year?
at the Big E
Okay,
this year. Yeah,
I
so
thought that was so dope.
thank
Even though
you.
It's just the Big E,
I
but
know that. Like, can you right?
I was so
Right?
I couldn't make it. I was so mad
It's
because I just knew I was going
okay.
to be up in the front row. You
Oh
know what
my-
I'm saying? But when I see you was at the Big E, I was like, oh.
I
was
couldn't
so
believe
bad.
it. I could not believe it. I mean, as a kid, like you go there and
Tasia.
you hear about like, oh, Destiny's Child perform here, or whatever, and you're like, okay,
Yes,
one day,
yeah.
like maybe I'm gonna be able to touch that stage.
Right.
And so it was really cool. Like they have different stages, so I wasn't at like the huge one, but just the fact that I was
Yes.
invited to perform
That's
there,
right.
that it meant something for like my child,
Yes,
the child in me.
yes.
That was
Yeah,
just
that's a hip hop
like,
moment.
you know?
That's a hip-hop moment.
Yeah,
That's
so
some shit
I was
when you
just
get
like,
fucking rich and famous, you can look back and be like, yo, I graced the stage. of
yeah,
my
Right.
childhood,
like
you
yes,
know what
like
I'm
that's
saying?
my hometown.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And
Yes.
Miles J, shout out to Miles J. He touched that stage too. And it was just like, it was crazy. I think Mulatto was there this year too.
Yes.
So it's just crazy because it's just like all of these people that I started with
Yes,
are
yes.
also glowing
Yeah,
in their
shout out
own.
to, yes, Miles J. That's
Yeah.
right, because he was one of your dancers.
Yeah, and
And
he's
Tyler.
and
too.
Tyler and Tyler
Shout
T
out
with
to
Youthful
Tyler.
Expression. So
Yes, my daughter works there now. So
oh,
I feel so super, like, because she
hey!
started there as a student and now she's a teacher.
Oh.
And Tyler was like, I always thought Tyler was so dope. Like when he was teaching my baby certain things, I'd be like, yo, Tyler, how can you go like from doing contemporary
So
and then looking
he's
like a
so
hip-hop
talented.
like he's really
He's
so
so
dope.
talented.
So I was like, I'm so proud of my baby.
He's
right now.
incredible. You
he
should
is
be
dope.
because
Yes.
they got it going on. Youthful
Yes,
Expressions don't
I
play.
love it. I love
They
it.
really don't play.
Yes.
But Miles J, like the crazy thing about it is he knew he wanted to be a music artist before I did. He started music prior to me. Like,
yeah.
but he's just so multi-talented. He's a model, he's a choreographer, he's an artist. Like, so it was just like, please help me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so he was like, I got you. So, you know, but yeah. I mean, it felt like such a big moment for our city just because of the traffic that
Yes.
goes
Yep.
through there.
Yes.
And it was just like, we're here and we've been here.
Yep.
Right.
But now you
see it.
definitely
You see it.
know.
Yep.
I mean, we put on. We
Where'd
really
you do in
put
Canada?
on.
Where'd you go in Canada?
Oh, Toronto.
You went to Toronto?
Yeah, we're in Toronto, and actually, when we were in Toronto, we went twice. Actually, we went for Indie Week, Canada, and Canadian Music Week. So we were there twice. So each time we were there, we performed at like 3-4 venues each time.
Wow.
So yeah,
hot.
that was
Oh my
pretty. It was
That's
pretty cool.
hot, yo.
I was like, hey, this is nice. Like
Yes.
Canada, like people are
Yes.
nice here. Like,
Yes.
it's so clean. Like, you know, it was really nice though.
And you're a
We hot with
dancer,
Canada. They're
like,
not
you
gonna
can
watch.
dance and all that. Like I love it. I love it.
Canada not gonna watch the podcast because we were dragging Tory Lanez earlier.
Oh my
No,
God.
they might because
Pro Canada, but fuck Tory Lanez
No,
already.
they might shout out to Jules Finlay because Jules Finlay, he's gonna be co-hosting with me one day, y'all. But he's from Canada, and his moms was watching us one day from Canada, so we might
Aww.
get. we might
Okay.
get moms-
Yeah, you
moms
hey,
might watch us.
you never know, and that's the thing. Word of mouth. Like that's still one of the biggest aspects of business to grow a business is word of mouth. Like you never know who they're gonna be like, hey, check this out. You know what I mean? So you never know. Y'all could be in 5 different households right now.
We out here. we out here, y'all.
That is L. I see that rock. That ice is blinded.
Oh
though.
my God.
What's
my
up with-
God.
what's up with
Why
that?
did he take my question before I was gonna?
Did you? Because you can't be a star out here dropping bars and then coming in with a rock like that.
Oh my
And we not
God.
about to ask what's going down. The streets
am.
gotta know. The
I am a
streets need to know.
newlywed. I'm a newlywed as of this July.
Newlywed.
Yeah.
Got it. So the whole thing's done.
It's done, yeah, it's
called
done.
A Little Messy Podcast.
Yeah.
So can we get a little messy about your wedding and your husband? And not in a bad way. In a good way.
What's the
Because
question?
I wanted to talk to her about it before she came in, but we was running late, so I wanted to bring it to her before.
Yeah.
But so okay, your husband's white.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so all you know.
Oh, shout out to her. She get that good credit. Yo, get that credit, boom boom. She got an 890. Y'all think it stops at 840? Nah, she got that. You can't get 900. You can't get the 900 unless
That's
you
funny.
fucking, you know. Damn, shout out to you. That's how she came in here with that bear on her damn.
It's like, oh.
That's how she came in here with that black bear on her. All right, so tell us.
So, all the black ladies want to know.
Yeah.
Listen to all the black ladies. Because I'm on Facebook every day. And us ladies be going through our little drama.
Right.
And I was like, I'm about to get me a white man. So is the grass greener on the other side?
How
is it? How?
Men are men.
Yes.
But the thing is
we do be manning.
Yeah,
We do.
like men are men.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I don't know. Well, see, the thing about Christian is he's kind of different because he came up in Springfield.
Yeah.
So when I met Christian was more hood than I was. Like
With them like hood white boys that be around the way.
more hood than I was. He was more Jamaican than I mean, this boy would be like out at Dad's Variety, like chilling, like like.
Oh wait,
really
is this Tom Hanks' son?
No.
You married
Chet.
Yo, she married Chet Hanks. Yo, shout out to Chet Hanks out here. Marrying the Springfield girls. Go on, Chet Hanks, where you at? Yo, what more fire on Chet Hanks,
That's
yo?
funny, but you know what? Like something like a Chet Hanks is what he was when I met him for sure.
Wow.
For sure.
Yeah.
So it wasn't he didn't
probably
really,
does that song
it wasn't so
Informer on
different.
karaoke. He probably kills that.
Oh my
Informer. He probably kills
He don't
that.
even know that song. He was a big Biggie fan. Like
Really?
Biggie Small. Yeah, he will
Yeah.
rap a verse that like that's the thing about Christian is he's like really, really, really like he listens to my stuff. He tells me like
Yeah.
that's good, it's not good. Like, girl, you better get back in the studio and like no, he's
I
really,
love
really
it.
involved.
Yes. And
So-
keep it real with you.
Yeah, so I don't know if I had the regular like experience of
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that regular.
Yeah. Is that the first white man you ever dated?
It's not. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I dated some. And you know what? The crazy thing is I used to date like it didn't matter, like but it was. I think it was a sign of the times and like being in Springfield at that time, like all of us kids were we just all thrown into a classroom, like Hispanic,
How many
white,
Puerto
black.
Ricans though? How many Puerto Ricans you date though?
I dated quite a few Puerto
Oh,
Ricans.
okay, all right. Shout out to the Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying?
I did.
All y'all messed it up. All y'all messed it up. Colonizer came right up in there. He smoothed right in. He fixed his eyebrows. Boom. Yo, my man, what? He came in. He was thunderclapping right into the. My man came in.
It wasn't dancing enough. It wasn't
Irish
dancing enough.
thunderclap and shit.
That's
My
so
man
funny.
did the Irish
That is
thunderclap.
so funny. But yeah, no, I dated like all different kinds of people. So no, he wasn't the first. He wasn't the first white guy that I dated.
Yeah.
But,
so how long you guys dated before you got married?
Oh gosh, 14 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it was since high school. So like
Oh my God, that's so dope! Like your high school sweetheart.
Yes,
basically.
yeah.
Summer loving. Y'all should do that song on karaoke.
Oh,
From
cut it
Greece?
out.
From Greece? Summer loving.
That's my jam.
That's my jam. I just did that
Yes.
karaoke duet
Tell
with
me
the whole.
more, tell me.
I love Greece. My mom, like, oh my goodness, my mom loved Greece so much. Like, and it got to a point where, like, Mom, really, come on,
Like
Mom,
all the
please,
time.
Mom,
You
come
know
on,
it's
Mom.
crazy because the thing about it is my mother was really into Grease herself. And then by the time we came up, she had played it just one time for us. And then I was obsessed.
Right. Right.
So then it was like all the time. Like I
gotta
was
see that every
the
couple
one.
years.
You know, like
Yes,
come on,
I gotta
like are you?
Yo, we should
kidding
watch
My
that.
favorite part is when she transforms into this sexy, like,
Right, that
she's coming down
vixen.
with
She was a
the-
vixen.
Oh my
Like
goodness, I
yes.
couldn't wait for that part.
Yup. Yes.
So yes, oh my goodness, thank you, Tasia, because you know we're gonna keep it respectful. We're not gonna be disrespectful.
No.
I
And y'all don't have a family, right? Y'all don't got kids, do you?
No.
Or do you? Okay.
And how
No.
do you?
Good for
how do you
y'all.
feel
Damn,
about
they got
that?
disposable income. Yo, she got good credit and disposable income. Yo, my man Christian, if there was ever a time to shoot the club up, The time is right now, my guy. She says she went to college. She got a degree. I'm disappointed in the Black and Puerto Rican men of Springfield. She got a fucking degree. She got a degree. And she ain't got no kids.
Listen.
And she's rapping. Y'all are all DJ Self, and you just fucked up with Cardi B. All of y'all are DJ Self right now. The whole hood, the whole Swingfield is DJ Self right now.
Yo, remind you, I'm watching that season right now.
Are you? I love that season.
I'm watching the Cardi B season right now.
Oh my God.
Yo, Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B because
Oh my God.
The Queen, our Lord and Savior.
you wouldn't listen to her music and now look at
I know. Cardi is
looking
so
crazy.
dope.
That's how
See,
all y'all looking.
that's the
out.
crazy thing. And see, again, about like the dissing. Usually people, when you go to diss somebody, you're not going to diss somebody low level. You're going to diss someone who's at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything bad to say about them because they're just, it's just such a respect that I have for like what it is that they do in the lanes that they're in and what they contribute to the culture. I couldn't even, I don't know. I just can't bring myself to, it's just,
My heart hurt when I heard 21 Savage dissing Nas. It hurt.
Yeah, that was
it
the
hurt.
because 21 Savage, I feel like, I don't know, I like him.
I did, but that
I feel like a lot of
See,
people
they
like
got
21
bullshit.
Savage.
But that him and
Yeah.
Drake's albums on some real sucker shit. We were talking about that. I'd love to get your take on that. These
Yeah.
dudes that are like not the coolest guy with the girls, and then you become a superstar and you got money. Now you're getting mad girls.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you on a low hate girls because of how bad you felt in high school with your punk ass. So then you do things like that. Album just seemed for two grown men, especially
to get up
Drake
there
being
and
over
what he
30.
did.
Like
It was.
It was very sassy.
It was.
You know.
And he took a shot to your shit. He took a shot at Serena Williams' white husband.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like y'all need to jump. Y'all need to get together and link up. You and Serena, you need to drop a diss track tonight on Drake.
To do something like that, like she occupies a lot of real estate in his mind. Like it's been years.
Yes.
It's been years.
Just like Irv Gotti.
You have
and she like, right. And now she's gone.
Now you're bitter.
Let it go.
That's how Jerome and Carlos feeling right now, watching this damn interview, seeing that the white man, the married her and everything. Y'all had y'all chances. You know what I mean? She was on the Ave. You could have hollered. See that? See, it's getting real out here, man.
It's getting real in the streets, y'all. So y'all better do what y'all gotta do now.
We going for that good credit.
Yeah.
For real. The right thing. But she got her own good credit too, because she's a boss too.
Listen,
you got a great job.
Yes, I do.
Are you still at Winning or
no? I'm actually at Springfield College now. I'm the director of student accounts now.
Yo, you a director out here spitting bars on the street? So, yo,
I have an MBA now, y'all.
So. Yo, my guy Christian, this is the time, brother. You need to get Luther Vandross on immediately. Just get one kid out the way, and then she locked down for 18 years.
So yes, just speaking of kids,
trap them.
Are you that in your plan in your future? Or you want to wait till you know your career?
That's the thing.
Go, Christian, go. Go, Christian, go. Trap her. They be doing it to us. Hold up. Motherfuckers that took so much money. How much Johnny lose? $70 million. They been getting us. Trap her ass, Christian. Trap her. Lock it down right now. That way if she blow, we getting paid, my guy. We getting paid. We gonna be in Mardi Gras. You gonna be Safari, my guy. We taking all Nikki's money. We taking all Nikki's money.
Oh God.
Nah, he wildin'. He's wildin'.
Yeah.
What he did to Erica Mena is sad.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
that girl done lost so much weight.
That's
sad.
It really is.
Because she wasn't even really. She was, Erica was on her bullshit. She really wasn't about to be getting married and doing all that stuff. She was gonna still be
right. Doing what she right. And then but some people, that's why they said like some people, if the people who chase you a lot, those are the ones you really have to kind of be careful of because they like the chase, which is why they're there. So then once they get you, it's like, I
thought Safari was the one. I was like,
I can't believe he turned out to be like that though. I didn't know he was that type of dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that type of dude.
Like Erica down, they got married. They about to be
you nickel and diming your baby moms, like you're suing to try to pay as little as you could pay. Like
I didn't know he was like that. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is. He tricked us all.
He really did, though.
He tricked us all.
Because remember that he broke up with Nick. He left that situation. She was like, no, don't go anywhere. And I know she probably glad right now sitting at home like
laughing at you.
Lord Jesus, thank you.
Safari, DJ
I dodged a bullet.
Yes,
I'm not thank God. He like,
Listen,
yeah, that's
listen.
everything happens for a reason.
Yep,
She
that is
dodged
so
that
true.
one.
Mm.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mhm.
It's crazy. But yeah, no kids. I don't know. Like, we'll see. I guess how I feel
In the
about it in the
future.
future,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Because like right now, I'm like, I'm
Yeah, you're in your prime. You're
yeah,
doing the
and
music,
that's
you're-
and I'm like focused on getting what it is that I want to accomplish first, so that I can
Mhm.
provide like what I in my brain. It
Yeah.
never goes the way you plan, but in my brain, what I want to provide for my children. So I
Yes,
honestly
yeah.
have, I don't know. It's
You got
never
time,
really on my
you know?
mind.
Yeah.
I got two. It ain't nothing. It ain't
Yeah.
nothing.
It ain't nothing.
It ain't nothing fancy. I be Ubering them around. They take all my money. They don't respect me and my wife's personal space. It ain't nothing fancy. You ain't missing shit.
Man, them
You ain't
days
missing
ago, they
nothing.
out the house. Glad the kids out the house. Hey, my daughters. Love
Empty
y'all.
nester. Yeah, we love y'all from over here. Like, we love you from.
Love you, babies.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh wow.
So what's the next project, yo?
Yes.
So
This
basically,
Body on Revenge record's tight. We played
Thank
that last
you.
time. That was tight. That was tight.
I
love that
appreciate
song
it.
too.
I
Yes.
appreciate it. But I mean, the thing is like, it's been a while since I released an actual record. Like since
Yeah.
2017, since I released a solo record.
Yep. Yep.
So it's taken a long time. It still takes a long time. I'm like kind of obsessing over the details of it, and you never really get fully satisfied.
Yeah.
At some point,
yeah.
you have to say, okay, like I made my peace.
Yes,
Basically, what you
yeah.
said, I made my peace. You can go now.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think I'm getting a lot closer. I definitely think that the album will be out next. It will be out next year. It'll be out
Okay.
next year. But I mean, the plan is to really gain momentum again, because COVID really like
Yeah.
did something crazy.
Yeah.
And just try to tour and everything like that
Yeah.
again. I mean, I want to like do more international stuff.
Right. Travel and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly, but that's gotta be right, because
Mhm.
everybody don't want to pay. They'd be
Yeah.
like, you could come to our country or whatever, but we're not gonna pay you to
Okay, then I
come.
won't be able to
You
see
know,
y'all.
Did you say
it-
you was Jamaican? Did I hear you say
Yes,
that? Okay.
yeah. So I mean, I'm thinking about like just trying to,
Yeah.
as much as I can. And Jamaica definitely is a place that I definitely want to perform. And so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But it's like so in a fresh space
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
feel like kind of brand new again.
Mhm,
And so it's
mhm.
like, I don't know. It feels like now is the time.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Right.
And
right.
I don't know what that's gonna
Look like.
be,
Mhm,
so I
yeah.
couldn't necessarily tell you other
Yeah.
than my plan to release the album, what it's
Right,
gonna look like.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, so long.
Mhm.
It's very, very interesting.
Mhm.
Is this about somebody? Because you're very like.
No, it's
Girl.
not. It's not.
Did
And that's
this
it.
happen?
It didn't. You know what I did? I watched a bunch of people online. I'm very much an observer. Like when writing songs, I love to observe everybody else's situations and write it down.
Yeah.
When I have to write about myself is when it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
So no, so long was just me writing about things that I've seen online, like
Yeah.
females that go ahead, they big up this man or whatever have you, and then all of a sudden, it's like, I put you on with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you like seeing that you could do this behind my back
Yeah.
and come up off of me.
Oh,
Why are you coming up
yeah.
off of me when I had you coming up with me? Like, what's the point in that?
Yeah.
You could have gotten whatever it is that you're looking for with me. It's not like
and
I was
it's a relatable song.
like
Everybody could relate. Like,
Yeah,
even
and
a regular relationship.
and that exactly, because to me it pertains, like right now I got a couple of people like that are close to me that are in my selflessness made you selfish. The last time is right now, run and tell this. Like
Yes.
some people, I got a lot of people that are in that situation. Like, do you know how many years I gave him? And I'm just like, see, I told you so.
Yes. Oh,
Even
my
like
goodness.
the first verse, like a lot of people really relate to that, even if it's not specifically about that particular
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Because I feel like everybody's been in a situation where they've been taken advantage of,
Yeah,
like,
that's facts.
and that's male or female too. Like you've been in a situation where you went ahead and decided, okay, well, like we're gonna do this together.
Yeah.
But then you see somebody like looking like they want to come up off of you, and it's just like, what? it's like, how did this happen when I'm literally giving that to you? So why do you feel like you got to go behind my back?
Right. Yes.
So
Oh, my goodness.
I got a lot of people that are like, I'm so over you so long. Like a lot of people that are like that.
It's some good verses and some good
Thank
words
you.
up in there.
Thank
I'm
you.
Like, girl, you better treat your girl.
Listen, I'm really obsessed over like this project. If there was ever a project, this is the one. Like I've been saying that because I've been obsessing over what's like just all the things I learned over the years, because one of the things that it does do when you do start putting your stuff out there and getting that feedback and criticism is it makes you sharper, because then you start being like, oh, that doesn't go over that well, or what is it that people want to hear, like all these different things. So and they, again, bloggers, they're also usually in the industry. So they know what production sounds like. They know what you're supposed to, the standard is. And they'll tell you, they have no problem telling you this is lacking. And so once you start doing that, then you start building that tough skin that you build is also evolving and making your craft better. And I feel as if that has all led to this moment and this album. So I definitely, everything that's in this album, it was all intentional. There's nothing that is a fluke or whatever have you. It's all in there because I wanted it to be and I obsessed over it. So
I find that the dopest quality for any artist when you can pull from your surrounding. You know what I mean? Because you ever notice when somebody can only pull from themselves,
right?
And so you'll get the album based on what they're going through in life, which is
Mhm.
some cool. I want some of that,
right.
But and then they hit these walls where you can't create because you can't pull from.
You can't pull
anything
anymore.
else.
And like if you're not hungry anymore, and now your life isn't, I gotta get up out of here, da 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 da, that everybody was relating to, and now your life is, I get this, I get that check, da 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 da. Well, then you kind of get this stale, like, so you're absolutely right about that. I think that's where that writer's block comes from sometimes when they get there, because it's like, I have nothing else to, I'm not that person anymore. I don't live that life anymore. It's not that I can't relate to it. It's not as organic as it was because I haven't been there in a while. So I do think.
But when you do that, it also makes people look at you like they know the situation. So somebody might really love that as a fan, and then be like, Christian out here trying to cut side deals. He's out here talking to Atlantic. He's out here trying to cut little side ends on the Queen for no reason. My man's getting, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's true. It's true, because Body on Revenge and So Long, I have been asked, is it about me? And they are not about me. I could never be as spiteful as the person I like built and created in Body on Revenge. I could never be that girl.
The body is already body. So
I could never. That's exactly what people thought. Like they really were like, so who hurt you? And I was just like, it's not even about me. Like I could never be that person. I created that character. I don't even but it was again from things that I was seeing online and stuff like that. You break up and then you feel like, okay,
that's that
cool.
revenge body.
Yeah.
You've been trying to get that revenge body.
Because you know what? At the end of the day, like I'm gonna be all up on the net and I'm gonna be on the gram. I'm gonna be looking good. So while you're with whoever it is that you're with, you're gonna be wanting me.
Yep.
And then when you come back, I'm gonna tell you no. And then after, I'm gonna be like, you know what? No, come back. I want you. That's what Body on Revenge was about. But I'm not that spiteful. I could never have a relationship. Like I don't like to play games. Right. And Body on Revenge is very much a playing game type of situation.
I like that though. Did you hear that Kendrick track? We Cry Together. I love that track. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us, that's what we grew up on.
Yeah,
in the hood.
Like all the yelling, you like, oh well, they arguing again. You turn the TV up.
right. But and then it always ends in like, let's like fight for like several hours,
right?
And then make love.
Yeah. And it's just like, and that was like normalized too, right? And I think that I think that's exactly what Kendrick was trying to get across in this album is, like pain in households with like people of color, like and what that looks like, and what it is that therapy helps you like get out of that cycle and things like that.
Speaking of therapy as an artist, right, and all that. Like, what are you doing for your spiritual care?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Listen,
Yes.
I definitely have been to therapy that has like helped me a lot. I like pick it up and then put it down whenever I feel like, you know what, now's a good time. But the crazy thing is, when I actually started therapy, I didn't do it because I was having a crisis. That's usually when people go to a therapist, is when they're having a crisis. I actually went for mental wellness. I was just like, I need to talk to somebody about it, because can you believe that I'm going through, like, that's really how I felt. So I wasn't doing it like because I was just like, oh my God, I'm having a nervous breakdown. I was doing it as like preventative care. Like, what is it that I can do to like think about things different, cope differently, so that I don't end up in a situation.
And does it help? Because I'm an older black lady. An older black lady could be a little,
like, no, there's some stigma. There's some stigma.
Like,
Yeah.
listen, I be knowing people that be taking therapy and they don't help. You still crazy. So you telling me to go get therapy, but I'm looking at you
like, but what has it done for you?
So do you feel like it depends on the therapist, or do you like?
Oh, it definitely depends on.
It
did help me.
What you needed help with.
Absolutely. Because I'm a very anxious person. I didn't even know I had anxiety until I went to. She was like, that's anxiety. I was like, oh snap, what? Like, I didn't know that I was anxious, but she's like, I'm a worrier. Like, I'm the type of person that will think about things before they happen, but not necessarily like irrational fears, not necessarily like that, but more so, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. I'll wake up at 2:00 in the morning, like, oh wait, did I forget to do this? I gotta do this, and it's hard to get back to sleep. And so I was just like, she was like, that's anxiety. I was like, oh.
Wow. See, she just taught me something.
Oh.
Because I be doing that.
Listen.
Like, in the middle of the night,
and you'd be like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, did I do this? What's gonna happen if I don't do this? And if I don't do that, then I gotta do this, and I gotta like, and that's basically the way my mind works. Is I feel like if I don't get that done, then that's gonna happen, and that's gonna so I'm always trying to think ahead, which helps to an extent, but also it like can bog me down. So I learned that about myself. I didn't know that, but I also learned how to like cope with things. She's like, listen, have these things actually ever happened to you? Think about that. You're thinking, okay, if you don't take this test at this time, then this is gonna happen, and then you might not get the time to take it, and She was like, did that ever happen? And I was like, no. She's like, okay, start there.
Shout out to this therapist. You doing your job, boo.
She's like,
so it's that's
good.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what your brain is doing. Take a step back and stop going that far with it, So no, it really has helped me, but it definitely does depend on the therapist relationship with, because if you're not vibing, go find another one. Like, don't even waste time.
Is your therapist African American or
Hispanic?
Hispanic. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a man or a woman?
It's a woman.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a woman.
You feel like she understands. You could relate to her.
Yeah. And she's part of the LGBTQ community too.
Okay.
So it's kind of like,
shout out to queer therapists. Latinas out here, huh?
You can tell she's understandable.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rosa Sanchez.
Listen.
Not Rosa Sanchez.
And her beautiful wife.
Not Rosa.
Jahira.
No, not Jahira.
That's my wife's name, actually. It came to mind.
Jahira,
I actually know a Jahira.
We all know you gotta know. Nine Jahiras. I know so many Jahiras.
It's so funny. But like I honestly would recommend it just for mental wellness. But I do that. I work out, I write music. That is like therapeutic, So cooking, things like that.
So you write your own bars.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's no ghostwriter.
Ain't no ghostwriting over here. No ghostwriters over here.
Don't play with
and
her.
You know what? That's the thing. My talent when it comes to hip hop is my writing. But other people have other talents when it comes to writing. For instance, Cardi B was like really bashed for not writing, because that is traditional hip hop, is to write your lyrics. That is your talent. What else could you possibly be doing? But I think one aspect that she ended up bringing to it was being an all around entertainer. Like it really wasn't necessarily her bars that really got her there. It's people liked her. She was a star.
Oh my goodness.
It's the it factor.
I was talking about this the other day, because I said we were just talking about Cardi B the other day, and how like it's like half of Black women love her, and then the other half don't love her
Mhm.
because I feel like I love me some Cardi B. I'm not even gonna-
Mhm.
because she's just a genuine person, and I feel like she didn't have to. I feel like, okay, this is why I think some black women resent her too,
Mhm.
because when they came into the industry, they had to act a certain way, be a certain way. You had to be proper. Like Nicki Minaj would not have been able to be who she is today if she came out acting like Cardi B.
Right.
So I feel like people resent
You're
her
right.
for that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because she came out genuine
Right.
as who she is.
Right.
And a lot of black women resent that because they're like, oh, we've been already acting like this, and nobody would accept us.
Right. Yeah.
Way. And now here she
Yup,
comes
yup.
with her Spanish, Jamaican, or whatever,
Yeah.
acting all ignorant and stuff. To them, you know how they're
Yeah.
thinking.
No. I
So I feel
you're
like
absolutely
a lot of
right.
people resent her, but then the other half love it because it's like you're able to be who you are at
Mhm.
all times. Like I feel like she's the only person really in the industry that has come out and been able to be her genuine self. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
And that's the thing too, is you're absolutely right about that, because it's, again, like it was that you know what I mean? So that is one thing that she contributed to the music industry in hip hop is it's not, I'm not doing it. It's not about my writing. It's about the way I deliver it. It's about me. You like me, which is why you're like, you know, but let's be honest. That first album, Invasion of Privacy, that she had was a dope album. I don't care if somebody else wrote it. She delivered it the right way.
By the way, she wrote a lot of it. It wasn't like they gave her reference tracks and she repeated them.
Right.
She's a hood chick who was putting it together, and then they helped.
Yeah.
But she wrote mad of her shit. Like she wrote.
Yeah.
If somebody at the door, you can open the door. It's not locked.
We're on the show, but that's all right. What's up? Hey. No.
An Acura? No.
What color is it? No.
That's an Altima. Nissan Altima out there.
Nah, park next door.
Oh, no.
Okay, thank you. Hey, y'all, just a little interruption for the parking, y'all. We're good.
You got an Acura out here. You about to get towed. Is what's about to happen. You about to get towed. Is what about to happen.
I was like, wait, because if it's in color, I'ma still check.
Right.
Still check. Because you might do some accurate stuff.
Yes, you might get
No, but I do feel like there is and you know, rightfully so, a lot of the artists that came into the industry, anyone in the industry, they had to walk a certain walk in order to get there. And so if they have a chip on their shoulder, rightfully so. You know what I mean? So I get it. But as we're seeing right now, I think what Cardi did was open the doors for a lot of basically what's going on now, because a lot of these kids are connecting to these artists not necessarily through just their music. They have to like them, and then they, you know. And I think that she basically was like the blueprint for that. So what she contributed is she did her own contribution that really has nothing to do with I sat down and wrote my bars. If that's what you wanted, Nicki did that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of, you go there for that, but that's not really what you would go to Cardi for. You already knew that she didn't write everything.
It will be her personality.
Right.
It will be, you know what I'm saying? A lot of other things.
And I mean,
one of those albums, me and the wife cop, just to throw her 13. We didn't even listen to it too much, but we loved her on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
And we just were like, we want to see Cardi win. So we threw her $13.
I
Like,
who she was.
Right.
I see her Love and Hip Hop. That was the first time I was like, oh my gosh, I love this girl.
Right.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
She's so cool.
And she was, I gotta give it
lucky, like,
shout out to her team, because when Cardi first came onto the scene with, listen, when she got out, oh my God. When she got out of Love and Hip Hop and she started doing music, Cardi's team was like targeting people on their phones. Like I got like a text message from like, oh, this is Cardi B. Like
really?
they were like promoting her to the like nth degree.
Goodness.
So shout out to like that, and this is what I'm always trying to.
Black people too.
And
I'm just saying.
That's the thing. I think they targeted like basically people of color. Like they knew, and based off of your interests, things like that, they knew what cell phone numbers. So I mean, this is what I'm always trying to get across to artists in the city. I always try to leave something for like artists in Springfield and
Yeah.
the area, is like nothing's organic. The people that we admire now, they were not organic. They did not come to us organically. Somebody put them there for us.
Yes.
If it was a record label or whatever have you, they fed us these people. Now, regardless of if they were super duper talented and that was always going to happen for them, that's not the point. The point is that nothing is organic. It's not like people just organically like float to, no. Even after a video goes viral, after that, so for that artist to stay on, they have to end up getting a team. What does that team do? That team markets them so that they can stay on.
Right.
So I just want all of the artists to know,
words of wisdom,
make sure that you promote yourself. And I'm not talking about go on Facebook and make a post and hope that people share it. I'm not talking about go on Facebook, make a post and tag a bunch of people and hope that they'll pay attention that time. That's not real marketing. Like really start putting money behind yourself. Really start looking into budgets and looking into marketing yourself, because a lot of it that you will find a lot of these artists, they did not come to you organic. You didn't just like fall in love with them because they were put in front of you because of a TV show, a commercial, a movie. What is that? That's the industry they're giving them to you. And then after that, endorsements. So, and then you're online and you're on WWLP, but for some reason,
that's so true.
You're looking at Beyonce's album and you're like, is this a new state? But that's what it is. It's marketing. And so these people are put in front of you and nothing is organic. And I think that we get kind of caught up because we're like, okay, you must not be dope if people aren't just like naturally following you.
Right.
That's not true. No one got naturally followed.
Right.
They all got pushed
it
into
had to be brought to your attention.
Yeah.
Pop up and start following.
Remember the radio, like when we really, really listened to like radio wholeheartedly, you would hear the same songs over and over and over.
93.7.
18 jams in a row, and it was the same 18 jams. That's what you felt at the time. But the thing is like the labels did that. They put that, they said, play this person, and they had that push.
18 times in a row.
18 times. We got every hour on the hour, you played this artist.
Yes.
So like, that's the thing is, I think that we have to get out of our own heads and thinking that, oh, well, if you market or invest in yourself or put a budget behind yourself to market yourself to like the masses, that you're not hot or that's payola. That's not what it is. It's all payola. So that is my gem for the.
That is oh goodness, what time? 8:58. She did it right on time. She gave you that knowledge. So if you're an up-and-coming artist, rewatch the show. She just gave y'all the knowledge and the tools that you need. And you already know how I feel about Tasia. So it is what it is. So we're gonna put some more of her music.
And if you want to support, get on these streams, Spotify.
Listen,
put that on a playlist and just let it play.
Let it play.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So long is out now on Spotify. It's everywhere actually. So you can find me at Tasia New, T as in Thomas, AIJA, NEW, N as in Nancy, EW. You can find me anywhere on any platform at Tasia New. Not official Tasia New, Tasia New.
Tasia New.
But So Long is out now. Please, y'all go on Spotify, hit that favorite button on there, put it on a playlist, repeat it. If you get tired of hearing the song, it's okay. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Turn the volume down and let it repeat.
Not all the way down, but
let it repeat. Let it repeat
and put it on loop. Now I do it with people that I support. I make the playlist and I put it on loop.
Okay.
Put that on loop.
Like put it on loop.
Sometimes I ain't even hearing it. I literally put it down.
Like put it down. Do your work, cook or whatever have you. You don't gotta listen to it, but in the meantime, you're supporting and you're not even really.
Your beats are kind of fuego too. Who doing your beats?
Thank you. This is NY Bangers actually that did this beat. I think they also did Body on Revenge too.
Okay.
So
this is some hot beats.
Thank you.
Y'all locked in.
So make sure y'all follow me because your girl follows back. And make sure that y'all stream So Long, watch the video, talk about it, share.
She is fire, y'all. Come on here, get a little bit of this good fire.
Niggas, but you think you the man? Trading in the camp or a house with the lamb? Head of the table with the fam. See you in your bag, cause I'm popular in demand. Put on Instagram, pop it up on your feed.
Hey.
Yes, this is one of my favorite ones so far.
What?
Yes, this
Oh
is
my
one of my
God.
favorite ones so far. Yes.
That's crazy.
You outdo yourself. You go. I feel like you go better and better every time.
Thank
That's
you.
how I feel.
Thank you. That I really do be trying
Yes,
too.
you're
So
doing it.
The
Yes.
fact that you say that is
Yes.
thank you.
Because I know it's hard for artists to be like, oh, I'll do this last album. I'll do the last song.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like always
So
trying
look
to.
at this dope picture. Y'all see her? Look at, ooh, she look like a mama. Nubian King. Y'all see her?
Listen,
Yeah.
you know, I had to come on here because I was like, I saw y'all. I said, wait a second. I'm randomly looking at my phone and I'm like, wait, is that my song?
Yes,
What?
girl.
I said,
Yes.
oh, so I gotta pull up.
Yes. I was so mad when you said
And
that.
these are the fans you need because she was so legit into it. And I was like, damn, these bars is ill. So me and Vernon were here like, oh, okay,
See, my
wow.
brother missed out because I was like, yo, you need to play some beats for Tasia.
Oh my
Because he's a
God.
producer.
Oh,
he
he's a
got the
producer?
beats. Yep. The
So
queen,
it's like-
the king is here. The king is here. And, you know.
Listen, I'm like, yo, you missed out.
Now I'm going to start making
But
beats.
no, I honestly, I could not believe it when I went on. I was just like, yo, and I'm looking at Christian. I'm like, Christian, do you see that?
Yes.
Yo, so I was like, yo, when I wrote, I really was in that moment, like,
Yes.
whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
really
whoa.
wanted to have you on the show, but I see you was I be watching you
Oh
on
my
Facebook.
God.
I'm like, I know she's busy.
Oh,
I don't know if she don't want
just let.
So when you was like, oh, what's
I
going
said,
on?
oh,
I'm
I'll
like,
pull
yes.
up.
That was hot. That
Pull
was
up.
hot. That was hot.
I was like, yes.
That was next level.
I'm gonna pull up. So yeah, just you know, whenever I'm here, whatever have you, and I'll reach out to y'all too. But I really do appreciate.
Let us know
the
when the
love.
album drop.
Yes.
Listen. Oh my God. I
Yes.
can't even believe that I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh my
I can't believe I'm
goodness.
gonna be dropping an album again. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
Yes. And it's gonna be fire. I already know.
Thank you.
You know it's gonna be fire, y'all. So
I'm like
stay
hyperventilating already.
stay tuned. Let me get ready to
Did Christian bring you here?
He did not.
Okay, all right.
No,
I
he's
want
like,
to get beat
wanna
up
see
outside
Christian. I want to
by a
see
hip hop white
Christian.
guy because of all my credit limit
I want to be
jokes.
Christian.
If I see a white dude out there with braids, I'm running. I'm gonna be like, yeah. If I see cornrows, I'm out of here.
Yo, that is too funny. Oh, let me end the YouTube too. Okay, we're good here. Okay.
Yeah, the beats is a big deal with the local artists. The beats
Yeah.
are a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.